Good morning, you bad, beautiful bitches. You, my wife and I are back at it again here, answering all your questions here. You look great. You're glowing.
Thanks. Do you think I should wear more makeup?
No, I know. If you want to start there, I know Ashley got a vicious comment saying, could have wore some makeup.
I know.
Rude ass bitch.
I know. Well,
Sally Pants 69.
here's the thing. We don't get hate. So when you and I do get hate, we just kind of laugh about it. But it's literally this grown man who's you.
Oh, it was a guy.
It was a guy. Well, actually, I don't know. He had one video of him it was weird.
Stroking a cat.
He was stroking something.
And you're like, his fingers look stubby. It's his foot. You're like, oh my God, he's footing a cat.
But I'm I literally just responded. It was because I'm beautiful without it.
Yeah. I heard a rumor, we're not post Super Bowl.
Alicia Keys?
Yeah, she wears no makeup.
Yeah,
Confirmed
that
or
happened
denied.
5 years ago or something, but she I don't know where it was, but it was a big award show, the Grammys or something, and she came out with zero makeup. Her talent's still amazing. She's still amazing.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys.
Yeah. She looks gorgeous.
I know.
Here's a hot take.
Yeah.
Ladies, hello, don't wear makeup.
Yeah.
Hello, there's a video. I'll have to find it. There's a video I saw, and it's a girl coming home, and she's getting ready. She's getting ready for bed.
Getting ready or something?
There it is.
Yeah.
That was it. D getting
She's
ready.
in reverse.
Let me try that again. There was a lady. She's taking off her hair. It's the craziest video ever. I'll have to send it to
Is
her
it
so you
someone
can
with
spice it in.
alopecia, though?
No.
Okay.
She has no LMFAO or anything. It was just a wig that comes off, and then she has this, looks like a tight fishnet that's glued here. She starts chipping away at that. It comes out. She has beautiful, long, brown hair originally. In the video, she starts as a blonde. Oh. And then it's her. She strips off these 8-foot eyelashes. Oh. It was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah. It's way too exhausting for me.
Yeah.
You see me. I mean, this is my face. And when I have to get ready for bed, I get too tired to do it. So can you imagine if, you know.
You go to bed looking like a little glazed donut.
The funniest part was wedding night. Me, oh, thank you. Thanks for the donuts today, too.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks. I always take my makeup off, so wedding night literally still did my 10-step skincare routine, and then in the morning, all of a sudden your mom shows up to the suite, my mom shows up to the suite, and they both are still full glam. Shauna was still full glam, and they were like, "We're not taking this off. We're keeping this as long as we can."
They looked after.
And I'm like, I'm the bride. I literally look like shit. I'm like,
okay. You had some topical news stories.
Oh, can we? Actually, I'm upset about.
Is this about the Team Duncan?
Dude.
The Dunk Kings,
Why
I believe.
Dunk Kings? What? Multiple. I haven't tried Ben Affleck's drink yet, but it has a lot of sugar in it, so I don't know if I'm going to. Sounds great, though. 2, they have Munchkin skewers. Did you see those?
No.
It's literally just 3 Munchkins on a stick, but I need it. And they probably will upcharge
Duncan's
that.
now offers shish kebab munchkins.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. We might have to get some after.
There's 2 on the walk home.
There is.
Yes. So I need that. But 3, this tracksuit. You saw it, right? At the commercial.
Bitchin'
It says
tracksuit.
Boston on the back.
Yeah, you need it.
First off, upset that they didn't cast me in that.
Right.
Brady was in that. Brady's literally from California.
Well, bit of a Boston legend.
I'm a Boston legend.
Well, yeah.
Are you saying Brady's better?
No. He's what?
Better. But anyway, they sold out within minutes. I don't know how much they were, but I was willing to spend whatever it took, and now
let's work on your spending.
Well, now for Lent I gave up spending. So
right.
If they basically the whole reason I'm bringing this up, if they restock, will you buy it for me? Because I can't spend money.
So funny you just said that. It's Lent. Happy Lent, everybody. What are we giving up for Lent? I too gave up spending money on you. So
on me?
It's for Jesus, we all make sacrifices in life, and this is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Speaking about sacrifices, do you know how many people are dying laughing? This was an honest conversation you and I had yesterday when I was thinking about what to give up. And I was like, well, I could give up dunks, but I was like, honestly, Jesus was a carpenter.
A what?
A carpenter. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
can I buy a vowel?
If Jerusalem had dunks on the corner, he would have been a dunking, literally. So Jesus probably would have thought about what he was sacrificing for those 40 days and nights too, if he had dunks in his life. So I didn't want to give that up.
Wow.
It was in the Bible, Romans 2:18.
No, it was not. This isn't New Testament over here, okay? Why don't we leave Jesus out of Dunkin's, okay?
Dunk Kings. The ultimate Dunk King.
The actual Dunk King.
How did we get on this
I believe he did rise again for a coffee culotta at Dunkin's.
And they never found him.
You could probably
know
smell
why?
the donuts.
He's yeah.
Wow. All right, so we're going to hell. Anywho, did you have another topical story?
Well, it's not like a funny, happy story, but about the Super Bowl again. The shooting yesterday. It's up to 22
really?
injured. Yeah. They announced the one lady who unfortunately passed, and it's like 12 kids who were shot.
Wow.
How insane.
Oh my God, it's heartbreaking.
And we still have no idea what it's about, or at least not that I've seen.
Yeah.
But there was video footage of two like just regular people taking one of the guys down, which was awesome to see.
Wow.
So.
That is heartbreaking.
Didn't want to end up this on sad, but.
End this on sad. We done just did started, you dude. Let's get into the questions here, gang.
Yeah.
You ask, we'll answer. Question number 1. We're now post Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. What did you and your... this person's...
Did they call me a fiance?
They did.
Do they miss the wedding? I'll send them pictures.
They said, what did you and your fiance get for Valentine's Day? She's my wife.
I might have to send them some... I'll have to upload more pictures to Instagram. Clearly, I haven't done enough.
Yeah. Hot take. When you first start dating, you're going to try to go all out for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Couple things here. You're going to try to go all out when you first start dating, right? When you get married, the cooler gifts are the more simple gifts. Like Ashley got flowers and a couple boxes of chocolate, Whereas like, I think first Valentine's Day together, I don't even know what I got you. I think it was like jewelry of sorts, flowers, chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this to you though, like I appreciate the flowers and I love the flowers, but I mean, last year you spent a ridiculous amount of money on the flowers, and they're beautiful.
Ford's flowers.
Yeah. Well, that was on you, though.
Adding zeros.
That was on you. Here's my thing with Valentine's Day. Like, and yes, true. Like every day should be celebrated. Your love for sure. I do love like getting the cute little gifts or something, just like an extra day of extra appreciation. But this goes for like all relationships in general. Like, the price and size of your gift does not equate to like love and
right.
faithfulness and stuff like that. I think it's just really cute. Like you got me turtles for chocolates. I love caramel and chocolate.
People listening to that are like walking the dog or driving. It wasn't like a pet turtle. It's
turtles.
Hardcover. Yeah.
Yeah, chocolate covered turtle.
Yeah.
And I got you all your favorite snacks. Like just something thoughtful and cute. That's
like
it.
that.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is what.
And then we don't even go out to eat because I hate going out to eat on the days that like everyone else is also out to eat.
We're very simple people.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one. We got a lot of questions on relationships, which has Ashley and I stirring up the idea of starting a relationship show. Mm-hmm. Structure of it needs some whiteboarding, but
we're working on it.
Here's a question from the audience. How and where does a bad, beautiful bitch like myself meet a quality guy, not the apps, ...
I mean, we didn't meet on
a
dating app.
But here's what I'm thinking. One, in short answer to this question, it's Instagram. Instagram's the best dating app of all time. You can see everyone's entire life, who they follow, what they're into, all the good stuff. I think there's not a great solution out there to physically meet. There's some hopeless romantics out there that don't want the apps.
Yeah.
Co-host of the show, Colin, is one of those. Doesn't want to do the apps. He's like, I'm going to sequester my horse and tie it to the side of a bar and then kick open double doors and I'll whistle while someone's playing the piano. And that's how I'll find my wife. Someone will slide a bourbon 8 feet down the bar.
It's Zac Efron in what's the movie we love?
Greatest Showman. I think we figure out, and this maybe be a question for the gang here, the gaggle. We figure out a way to do a dating show, but on the podcast.
Yeah.
What that looks like.
I know. If people have advice, definitely let us know. We've come up with some ideas, but we both know like that it's not finalized yet. So
I have one that I've been milking a bit. Milking's probably a rough synonym there.
Let's not do that.
My brain works like a Mad Libs,
What word comes first?
And it's like the sentence begins and there's a blank and it's like you spin a Family Feud. Show me Denver.
Nothing to do with it.
Here's an idea I've been sitting on. So we bring one single girl, and then we bring 3 single guys, and either the girl's blindfolded or everyone's just blindfolded besides you and I. Hurley's back there also blindfolded, like to the cameras. The girl's blindfolded, 3 guys, let's say they're blindfolded for now. We go through a series of questions, and then if they're comfortable and we'd have to sign consent forms, maybe there's like a round 3, round 4, there's like a kissing round.
Oh, wow.
So you can now judge them based on how they sound, how they answer questions, maybe your life values. You go through these rounds, and then maybe there's a kissing round. She can kind of get a sense of like, okay, who's the best kisser of the group? And then coming to the end of the show, we unveil, they lift up their blindfolds, and if she likes what she sees as much as she likes what she heard, they go on a date upstairs at Play or another big night
Can you
venue.
imagine the blindfolds come off and she's like, ooh. She's like,
Right.
goodbye.
Pukes instantly. Well, there's a weird saying, and I'll butcher the actual saying of it, but it's like women like what they hear, that's why guys lie, and girls like let me say that again. There's an old saying out there. I'm going to butcher the real saying. There's an old saying out there that goes, women like what they hear, that's why guys lie, and guys like what they see, that's why girls wear makeup. So if you blindfold everyone and strip them down, and I mean, for the girls that like what they hear, who knows? Maybe it gets a little spicy there.
They want to see.
But there's got to be some sort of structured show
Yeah.
where we can, and who knows, like how cool would it be? Someone falls in love on the show.
Imagine.
They go on a date,
Yeah.
they hit it off. We do like a 2, 3, or a 6-month check-in with them.
We appreciate the
We're there broadcasting. Yeah, we're at the wedding. Like, it is December 14th here. How cool would that be?
No, I really like that. I think, too, like, one thing that really, we always say really worked for us was, like, date one. We talked about all the things that, like, you're not supposed to talk about on the first date.
Yes.
Which can get back into, like, rules and crap of lies of dating. But, like, that can be the beginning. I think everyone, like, okay, what if we just got that out of the way for you guys so you know already that's good? You know what I mean? Like, prior to even coming in, all those questions that not everyone is comfortable asking right away. Like, we already took that away. We already make sure you guys are, like, good to go and on those, like, topics.
Right. Right.
'Cause, yeah, I think that's the part that's the hardest for a lot of people.
It's the part that's the what?
The hardest.
What? You never quite unhear it, you know? Here's an interesting one. Not to sound weird, but what do you use on your hair? It looks full and healthy.
Oh my God, the amount of times you always get complimented on your hair, and I'm sitting there like, I spent hours on this
Oh,
guy. Someone asked me-
behave. Guys, I have a little confession to make with you since it is Wednesday. Wingman Wednesday,
Of course.
after all.
Because,
And I have a
yeah.
little confession to make with you guys here. It's a product called Scalp X by Head & Shoulders. Just put 1 milliliter of this twice a day directly to your scalp. Watch that hair grow in. Okay, look at this stuff.
I know.
Luscious.
I swear I can already see a difference.
What do you think?
It looks great.
Volume S, some say.
Yeah.
The #1 brand for your hair.
Head and Shoulders.
What?
The hair brand, Head and Shoulders.
Scalp X by Head & Shoulders. Thank me later. Okay, here's an interesting one. How do you show patience in a relationship where your partner is distant, and asks for patience? So the girl is asking,
Yeah.
how do you show patience? The guy is clearly like, you need to be patient, babe.
Right, but patient for what? Like, why is he distant?
Right.
What is he being distant about? When is he not going to be, like, you have to be able to talk. I totally get that. Like, I know there was, like, I think the only disagreement we had that you and I were trying to talk about before, and we can't even remember what it was. But I remember, like, you didn't want to talk about it. I was like, we have to talk. You're the one who even taught me how to talk about stuff. But you were kind of just like, I need to, like, be by myself. And I was like, no, honey, we go and talk about it right now. Because the longer you sit on it,
Yes.
then the longer, like, that gap grows.
Totally.
And, like, it sucked. And then we talked about it, and then we were both over it within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, it's really tough. I think you have to be a little bit more assertive and, like, confident in it. I think I know a lot of, like, when I was younger, like, you almost didn't want to bring things up because you knew you weren't going to like the answer. You got to rip the Band-Aid. I don't know.
Totally.
In a relationship,
Yeah, this one's
there's no, like, patience. There's,
Yeah.
like,
transparency and
Yeah.
communication.
Yeah.
This one's tough because you need so much more context to see, like,
Yeah.
what, how do you show patience in a relationship when your partner is distant and asking for, like, that's such an open and loaded question. Like,
yeah.
maybe homeboy's looking for a prison break and he's like, I gotta get out of this
Right.
relationship, in which the relationship's already over. Susie Pants 24, like, you need to get out of there.
Yeah.
You know? For those wondering, that question did not come from Susie Pants, but we will keep her identity safe. Let's see.
I have a good one.
Please.
Someone asked us if we share locations on our phone.
This is an interesting story.
It's actually really funny. Do you remember? We started. You do?
I do.
Because we had each other's locations very early on.
Because?
Well, you just shared it. And I was like, I don't even think you didn't ask for mine back.
Nope.
I don't even remember what it was. You might remember the situation. I don't. I just remember you shared it. And I was like, I guess I'll share mine too.
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember when it was?
I don't remember when, but I just remember the logic behind it was me saying, or me thinking, I want to show I'm a big, full transparency guy. Yeah. With everything. Mm-hmm. And when we first started dating, I was there were so many walls to break down with Ashley. She's a city girl. Her trust level's on like a negative 300. So you're slowly like chipping away at her defense mechanisms and earning her trust. And
you're gonna make me cry.
Early days, I was
really talked about it.
Yeah, early days, I was like, I'm at home and I'm like, how do I get this girl to like wholeheartedly trust me? She has nothing to worry about. I have no ill intentions. I'm not like a door salesman that like pops in, tips his hat, and tries to sell you like face cream. And I was like, I think I just literally just shared my location over text.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we talked about it. You just shared it.
Yeah, you had it. And I was like, this is it. Like, she's going to be able to see where I'm at all the time. It was me, the dealer, showing his cards and be like, this is not no snake oil here, ma'am. Like, you can see everything at all times. I have nothing to hide. And I think that was probably a pivotal moment for our career where you were like, oh, wow, he's like. Yeah. And then I remember, too, early us, we would always tie back the next time we would see each other, like, and that was one of her walls. What I mean by that is, like, we'd hang out, and then publicly to like her family and friends, Ashley had a tough time saying like, oh yes, I'm seeing this guy. Instead, it would be, yeah, well, I'm moving to a new apartment in a month, so I just need him for his truck. And then when she moved in, it changed. Now she doesn't need the truck anymore. She's all moved in by herself. How's everything going with Kev? Girls got to eat. So I'm just doing it for the dinners.
Washing machine in your apartment.
Huh?
It was because you had the washer dryer.
That was another one.
Yeah.
How's everything going with you and Kev? He's got a washer and dryer in unit over there in his building, so I'll just use them for his laundry. Yeah. But those were like little small walls that had to be broken down until you could openly be like, oh, that's my boyfriend.
We were actually married.
Yeah.
I think, too, like, for people, I mean, hey, whatever, it's your relationship at the end of the day, but I think when it comes to, like, specifically sharing locations, a lot of it is, like, what was your intention with it? For you, it was, here's my trust. You and neither of us even back then were ever tracking our location because I thought you were, like, lying to me or cheating on me or something like that. It was more so, like, and even now, like, I got home the other day, there were a bouquet of flowers and chocolates there for me, but you were nowhere to be found. So I was like, where is Kevin? And I could see your location, and you were here, actually. So, like, it's more so like I know where you are. I don't have to worry. Not in the sense of, like, I think you're lying, just, like, in the sense of, like, oh, where is he? Yeah. And I also think for you, though, as far as the location goes, like, your whole family has each other's location. So that was never, like, a mysterious thing, like, I don't trust you, I need your location. Right, it was like, no, like, you know my life, this is it, like, you can see where I am. Totally. So, yeah.
I like that. This is a complete pivot here, but a really interesting one. Need to negotiate pay for a new job. Suggestions on best way to do it.
You got to take that one because I'm such a pushover. I'm like, you want to cut my pay? No worries.
You got a couple options when negotiating your pay for a job, and I'll show you what's worked best for me. These are just what worked best for me. I would go the route of trying to provide so much value in the current position that I'm in that my boss or boss's boss would see it and take notice and be like, that Kevin kid, we can't afford not to have him here, Whereas I've seen a lot of people or colleagues be like, oh, well, for a similar position, they're paying X and I am only getting Y. And depending on where you work, at the one I'm thinking of in particular, it was statistically harder to get into the company that I was at than it was at Harvard. So they're like, okay, cool, then go with X. You don't have to stay here at Y. You can go to X. So Whereas if you just under promised and over delivered in your current role, when by the time it comes up for negotiations, you're gonna be like, you have all the leverage and like, you see what I'm capable of, and then you come to them with hard numbers. Hey, this last quarter I brought the company X amount of millions of dollars. I should be receiving Y amount, And they're gonna be like, oh shit, that's a good point. He is. Most sales roles, by the way, at least in tech, whatever you bring in, you're taking home anywhere from like 7 to 13% of that. Meaning for every dollar sold, let's say you're selling software, costs $1, I get 7 to 13% of that dollar. Just to give you like rough numbers. So our quote at the time was like you had to bring in like 85,000. So if you were over delivered, if you're bringing in 110, 150, 180,000, and your goal was only 85,000, the rest of the team's kind of struggling to hit goal, and you're like, oh, look at me, fucking, 10%, 20%, 30% over goal. By the time it comes up for negotiations, they're already coming with you with a higher offer.
Right.
Some food for thought there.
Yeah. I can't participate in that one. I recently, not the job I'm in now, I recently, jobs ago, they're like, okay, we're going to give you, I'm just going to throw out random numbers, but they're like, we're going to give you $35 an hour and 40 hours a week. And I was like, perfect. And then I signed on. It was actually $23 an hour and 15 hours a week. And then I couldn't quit it because I felt bad. And you're like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm not the person to ask for advice on that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll end on this one because this is kind of a silly one.
Ooh. Most
awkward moment in your relationship. I have one.
It's definitely the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Well, for you.
No. Yeah. This is just the question was most awkward moment in this relationship.
Oh.
Maybe you do something awkward you've done or thought you've done.
Yeah.
And I'll say something
I've done. Yours first.
I'll start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, everyone farts, okay?
Yep.
Was that the one you thought I was going to go with?
Yeah. The one.
Everyone toots, and there's nothing to be ashamed of at that, all right? We are going to make a stand today, a line in the sand. Farts are cool. Farts are funny, okay? First, we're probably on the fourth, maybe fifth date, maybe a little past that.
It was a little past it, but it was still early.
We're at a point in our relationship where, like, the other party knows we fart, and now they're wondering, where's the farts, right? That's probably what you were thinking. Bring the heat.
Sure.
Where's the flatulence?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So, if you know me, I have what they call IBS. Mm-hmm. Not diagnosed, pretty much just me.
I mean, you got stomach issues, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long story short, your boy toots. And we're watching Black Hawk Down, favorite movie ever. Mm-hmm. She's over my apartment. There's no lights on. It's just lit by candles. We're sitting there, popcorn, snacks, drinks. And as I'm drinking some sort of probiotic soda, pop culture, what's up? I'm getting a stomach ache, and the bubbles are increasing. And you know when the bubbles are so intense, you're like, if I don't toot right now, they're compounding in my stomach. We're watching a war movie. I go,
pitchy a painting for people.
This is the perfect chance. This is the first time I farted in front of my now wife. I go to the bathroom. I sit in the toilet. I do the thing any logical man would do where you spread your cheeks, hard left, hard right, and you're like, perfect. Just wind is going to come out of here, is what it should sound like. It'll ripple in the bowl.
No, but the best part is I was like, oh, I'll pause the movie, but you only went to the bathroom at that time because you knew a war scene was coming up.
Yes. Yeah. For those that are big Black Hawk Down fans, Black Hawk just crashed. It's on. All right? She pauses the damn movie while I'm in there.
Consider it.
It was extremely rude. She pauses the movie. I'm in there, cheeks spread, ready to go. And I go, that's crazy. It sounds pretty quiet. This is the part where they're like, we got a Black Hawk Down. We
still heard war. It was just not from Black Hawk Down.
Right. And so I can't hold it anymore. I unleash. And now the first one goes. I start laughing. And I'm like snickering. And they just rifle out. Farts were punching the toilet water and shooting water back up on my cheeks. It was unbelievable. And I am unloading. And now I'm belly over laughing. And it got worse because now I can hear my now wife laughing. And I was like, well, when I go out there, it'll be fine because she won't be here. She'll be long gone. On to another guy that doesn't fart. So, toots are funny, guys. Let them rip.
Yeah, you just toot all over me, basically.
Yeah.
I think this wasn't awkward because we were definitely more in, but I think a funny situation that comes to mind is we were doing the naughty. We were doing the naughty.
Oh, jeez.
And I sneezed.
Oh, she did.
But then
Sneezing during sex is hilarious.
But then when I start laughing, and this happens all the time when I'm overtired at night, I can't stop laughing, and I do the silent laughs when all of a sudden Kevin loves it but hates it. Every 3 seconds I just hear and that's me laughing and that was it.
I was like, that's a crazy moan.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And then I don't think we finished. I think it got to the point where I couldn't stop. You were
We're fornicating. You queef. My nuts explode. All right.
Kevin.
Sorry. That was old me right there. That was weird.
That was when you get awkward. That was,
Good times.
But it wasn't awkward. We were so comfortable with each other, but it was
very comfortable.
Hilarious.
You know the relationship's going to work when you can sneeze during sex and laugh during sex. You know?
But the best part is, too, if you're going to sneeze during the naughty, you know that what?
I'm just picturing Hurley back there in his closet trying to listen to this. He's like, get me out of here.
But you were trying to stop it beforehand. So every time you'd look away, trying to stop it, and then just got to the point where so I've been thinking about it for 10 minutes. You have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's coming.
Anyway, I'm gonna come. Anywho, gang. If you could do us a massive favor on whatever listening device you're currently on, Spotify, Apple Music, the 9 others, give the show an honest rating after this episode. give us your damnedest. Rate it 1 through 5 stars, honestly. It helps us more than you know. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yep.
And this episode of the podcast is sponsored by Scalp X by Head & Shoulders. Click the link below. Shop my list on Amazon. Try this product for yourself. Thank me later, guys. Hugs and kisses. Love ya.
And let us know what type of dating app you
let's get that's a great...
Or what route you'd like to see a separate dating us going into.
Maybe to prove that you've listened to the end of the show, DM Ashley and I in a group chat on Instagram.
Your most awkward.
With your show ideas for a dating show. If you're single, too, maybe shoot us a DM because we need candidates.
Yeah.
Shoot Ashley and I group chat, DM, boom. You could be in studio with us next, finding the love of your life.
On the No Limits podcast.
Hugs and kisses, gang. Love ya.